Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the battle gauntlet for the blue Vegito Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Legends limited unit. So basically in terms of units, this is a Legends limited character and basically he is essentially, I think he's the first Legends Limited. No, he's not the first Legends Limited Zenkai. That would be Beerus, but he is a very big Zenkai, being the first anniversary unit. He's very, very hype. A lot of people don't find the Zenkai to be that great, but basically one of the main ways you're going to gain the Zenkai power is by doing the Battle Gauntlet. So there's a whole bunch of battle bonus tags for the Battle Gauntlet, mainly to do with red villains, but for some reason we have red Goku here with the most bonus out of them all, because that's just what Legends is doing nowadays. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build a team that functions with all of these units. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead. You can skip up to stage 70. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead with these skips to get to hopefully as high as possible, and then I'm going to take on the stage but without MUI Goku. So basically I'm going to see how far I can get without MUI Goku. Essentially it's it could be like for you different. If you've got MUI Goku, that's obviously going to be a real big plus. But for the most part, it's going to be quite challenging for people who don't have an MUI Goku. As you can see, we've now skipped ahead. We've got to stage 60. And yeah, basically ready to go. So I'm going to do one attempt without Goku. And I'm going to do one attempt with Goku, basically. Just so we can obviously see how the battle goes and everything like that. So here I'm using the Zenkai Android 13, I'm using Legends Limited Zamasu Fusion. I'm still using a strong team. I want to preface this that I'm not using a weak team here, but all of these units have significantly less boost than the MUI Goku, so it's very important to just take note of that. I think it is always a bit weird when they push up the boost so heavily for the brand new unit when he doesn't have anything to do. You could at least give Legends Limited Corrupted Zamasu the same level of boost, considering he is also on the banner and is actually Vegito's enemy from that portion of the series. So it is a little bit weird, but you know, Legends seems to be going down this route of really trying to boost the idea or the novelty of the initial units. So it is obviously strange, but at the same time, you know, you can't really change these things. So yeah, for me personally, it's nothing too crazy. It is what it is with Legends nowadays. You can't really change how some of these things work, but you know, at the end of the day, you just have to kind of do what you can to kind of produce the best results you can. So in terms of just preferencing, in terms of the actual battles, they're not incredibly difficult. They're not like, you know, hyperdimensional co-op battles or anything like that. You know, they don't have certain gimmicks or mechanics that you have to actively do to seek out success. Essentially it is you know, all pretty straightforward. You're basically just doing a normal fight, and yeah, essentially it's all really, really straightforward and simple. So very, like, the main focus you're going to have is that you're going to want to obviously try and maximize your battle bonus units. That's pretty much all you can do, and you obviously want to try and hit your rising rushes. That's pretty much it. Honestly, there's really nothing that much else that I can say is a focal point for these fights. They're not hyperdimensional co-op fights, they're not anything else like that, so there's no real other way to say, hey, you gotta focus on this, because there's no real gimmick for you to focus on. Yeah, there's no limit break, there's no dual rising rush, there's no anything like that. In terms of battle gauntlets, I think they're fine. I don't like how they've made the boost for the brand new unit so incredibly high, but I think battle gauntlets as a concept are okay. Like, I don't think they are a massive issue overall. Like, I don't think they hinder the player base too much. I think they're relatively enjoyable once you get to the later stages. Like, it's actually a relatively challenging fight. Although, as I always suggest, I do think you could really knock it down from 100 stages to just 20 stages and have the ability to skip the first 10 and rather just gain more Z power. I think they try to artificially create content for the game when I think it's not needed in certain situations. Like, you don't need to artificially create content for Legends that takes up people's time to keep them playing. You need to make valuable content that keeps them playing. People would rather play a game for 10 minutes a day but feel like that 10 minutes is entirely based in progress than play a game for 2 hours a day, but it feels like you're just working incremental improvements to try and proceed in the game. So yeah, for me they could still change that, but yeah, overall it's not too bad. So Goku here obviously doing a lot more damage than any of our other units, which is just something quite intense. That's the thing with this, is like, if you have Goku, it will just take you so much faster to clear out the enemy. Everything from the Rising Rush to the actual combat, everything just does so much more damage, and you'll like move through the bosses and the stages so much quicker. And for me, that's like a very heavy thing to place on the player base, because if you don't have Goku, you just don't do as well, which is obviously not an appealing situation. Overall, like, look how much faster it's taken us to get to this point here in this battle. So yeah, obviously Goku is way stronger than using a team that doesn't have Goku, and it is one of those things. Like, I don't want to downplay it because it is important. Like, it's not a small thing. You need to obviously perform these duties. Like, you need to be able to clear these stages, and having the battle bonus character is by far and away way easier to have it done than if you don't. And that's not something I want to downplay, but for me, I don't think it's as bad in this game mode as the other game modes. One, I don't think Battle Gauntlet is intrinsically as hard as the other game modes. Like, I think, if you compare the difficulty of Battle Gauntlet to something like Full Power Battle, for example, it is a lot easier. So I'd like to preface that. So I don't think it's as detrimental, whereas I think the fact that every option for your battle bonus in Full Power Battle is a summonable unit is kind of a big issue. So you're going to get 4,000 Zenkai power essentially from the Battle Gauntlet, which is great. 3,000 Zenkai power, which is great. So it's really going to help you out if you do want to get the Zenkai of Vegito. But leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment. I'll see if I can help you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.